the Election Resource Center is a think tank and advocacy organization working on elections. And prior to the 2018 elections, 2018 elections, we had been looking at ways in which we could assist in improving our electoral processes in Zimbabwe. So it's been 8 months since the last election, which was in July, which election was viewed as a watershed election, given the developments leading to the pre-electoral environment that we witnessed last year. This has provided election stakeholders since then with opportunities for us to start looking at how we can best improve our election processes going forward, in order to ensure that our elections do not only become regular, but become truly credible, free and fair ones. While a number of factors suggesting that a trajectory towards improved elections characterized the pre-election season in 2018, based on the adoption of the BVR process, the registration of over 5 million voters in under 10 months, improvements in voter education, a more tolerant political environment, the opening up of the country to international media and election observers in advance of the election, amongst other positives that we witnessed. We also saw that the election was tainted by limited transparency, verifiability, accountability in the conduct of the election management body, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, surrounding specifically voter registration in the voters' roll, results management, postal voting, the printing and receiving of election material, including ballot papers, the recruitment and training of electoral officials. Other underlying challenges noted by observers in the 2018 harmonized elections included an electoral act that was not fully aligned with the constitution, a compromised independence of the electoral management body, biased and partisan conduct by the public broadcaster, and traditional leaders who, again, were also biased, and a weak election dispute resolution mechanism. Given the commitment to holding credible, free and fair elections shared by government before and after the 2018 elections, assurances by the President that more needed to be done and would be done to improve the quality of elections after elections, the question that remains unanswered is how far have we gone in terms of improving our future elections? With the full knowledge that elections are a process and not an event, the ERC today launches a post-election follow-up initiative meant to mobilize Zimbabweans to follow up on specifically election promises. Candidates that contested in the last election had some promises that they made to the electorate. It's about time Zimbabweans started following up on those election promises. What were they and how far have we gone with that? Number two, electoral reforms. Clearly, we cannot wait until 2023 to begin working on improving our electoral processes. So the question is, how far have we gone specific to electoral reforms? Number three, transparent and accountable conduct by those holding public office. And by these, we mean any office bearer who has a responsibility to lead Zimbabwe, to guide Zimbabwe, to provide the service to Zimbabweans. Through the initiative that we're launching, the ERC recognizes that citizens are at the center in promoting improvements in the electoral cycle and compelling constitutional conduct by state institutions. While various efforts by government to consider reforms have been noted and appear to be underway, such as the Interministerial Task Force on Electoral and Political Reforms, dialogue amongst presidential candidates of the 2018 harmonized elections, and a commitment to fully align all laws with the Constitution, it is yet to be understood how the citizen can participate and be the priority, if not the center of such efforts. And we've seen all these efforts happening. And like I'm saying, the question is, where is the citizen in all this? The ERC resumed efforts towards electoral reform through engaging stakeholders for purposes of prioritizing electoral reforms in the late 2018. And such efforts are built on citizen participation. Any advocate's effort devoid of the citizen stands little chance of succeeding. The ERC therefore invites Zimbabweans in general, women, youth and the disadvantaged, to ask questions. Sesingapi, tave papi, how far, to those holding public office. The quality of our future elections and democratic processes depends on what we collectively begin to do now, not a few months before the 2023 polls. I thank you. that is